as I'm going to visit the little Brad Diamond, I can't help but listen to them talking about George Floyd's case, and y'all know I always got something to say about something. So here it is. The thing that touches me is now past how they dig up his past traffic offenses, or how his shoe may have been untied during a baseball game or something to try to justify his death. Now they're saying the reason he died was he had a medical condition. A medical condition? So you mean to tell me if they didn't pull him over, he'd have still been dead 9 minutes down the road? Just driving on his own, he'd have been dead? No, he wouldn't have been dead if they didn't pull him over 9 minutes down the road. What medical condition? That medical condition could have been an allergy or something. They're not even telling us what medical condition they made up, probably. And the thing about it is they rub it in our face and insult us like we ain't nothing. Like, just insult you with all this dumb stuff. Like, just take it and accept it. Like, they'll be literally pulling you out your car to search your car, and you'll be telling him how, no, that's wrong. And they'll be like, it's wrong? Well, tell me how it's wrong. As they're going in your car. Like, explain to me while I'm violating you why it's wrong. Like, no matter what you say, it's gonna be like you can say anything good enough to make them stop. They're already showing you no matter what you say, no matter what you do, it ain't gonna stop them. It's past the conscious mind now. They're working on unconsciousness. They've been trained through sheep and the breeds of all these people out here who don't fight back, who haven't fought back for so long, that it's okay to violate us, to the point where they violate us without even trying anymore. And that's exactly what that guy was doing. When he was looking down on George Floyd's face and how George Floyd stopped moving, and when he was getting close to stopping and no more, life was coming out of this man, the look on that cop's face, like, yeah, almost there. May as well finish him off now. If somebody would arrest that damn cop the first couple of minutes and got him off of them, yeah, they may have got maced or whatever, but he wouldn't have went back to putting his knee on that man's neck. He may have tried to hurt him in some other way, but it wouldn't have been in that position. George Floyd may have had a chance to fight and live if somebody would just rush that bitch-ass coward, man, and push him off his neck. That's what I was screaming through the TV the whole time. Somebody say, fuck that mace and rush that cornball. And knock the Chinese man into him if you got to. The Chinese cop, knock him into him if you got to. Just get him off his neck for a minute so he can get some of that feeling back, that blood flow back. Nobody did nothing. That made me feel like if it was me down there, same thing would have happened. Like, that's just scary as fuck to even think like that. And that's another thing. They want to instill that in the people I was watching. Don't fuck with us or this can happen to you. That's what they were doing that for. Not just because, they're working unconsciously and killing people because they feel it's that easy to do and insult us, and they give us a bullshit reason afterwards. Well, his shoes was untied when he was a kid at the baseball game. That, like, they're just really pissing me off with this. Y'all are dumb, and we're gonna insult you, you're gonna take this, you're gonna take that, and then they're gonna arrest a man and say, well, he got third-degree murder. That's a fucking insult. That's a fucking insult. Third-degree murder, you better drop that bitch all the way down to 0. Fuck 1-0 murder, goddammit. Fuck that. You can't bring that man back. You can't hit the reset button and come back and do it all over again. And don't, God, don't sit here and tell me if that cop had a chance to do it all over again, he would not kill that man again. He would still kill that man. Period. Oh, they put that motherfucker in the hardest prison, unguarded, unpopulated, the most populated prison, the hardest one, unguarded. And that be his punishment. That's what I hope. Fuck the death sentence and all that stuff. That's too humanitarian. He even get a last meal with the death sentence and all that shit. No, and last request and all that. No, Just put him unguarded in one of them heavy populated prisons. That's what y'all do with that motherfucker. And them other ones who was with him, give them motherfuckers life. For real. Because he was looking down on that man like, look how big he is, look how black he is. Black means danger and trouble. But no matter what I can dish, he can take it. He's tough. Look at him. He can take it. While in his head screaming, die. And then when it got to a point where he was screaming for his mom, shit got real to me right then. That's when he really got into the killing him. You can see his little curled up shoe get more curled up. His other leg came off the ground more, so all his weight could be on the curled up shoe leg. Put all that down into his neck even more to try to get like the last little bit of noise out of him before he went. Man, fuck that motherfucker, man. He weak as fuck. Man, fuck that. Man, I don't know. I don't know if I can even watch somebody I don't know if I watch a cop give a traffic ticket no more without doing something about it. I don't know. No, I can't see her and say that. I would just drive past that. It's getting to a point now where we already dying, so why not live like the Wild Wild West and say, fuck it. Fuck policing. Let's just live and police ourselves. I mean, yeah, in the Wild Wild West, people died all the time, but they're dying now all the time. What's the point? Like, I don't get it. Like, nah. There ain't no such thing as you have to lay there and get killed. Your animal rights can't be overdriven or overridden by anybody. No government, no nothing can tell you that you have to lay there and die. Your animal rights can't be overridden. God gave you the animal rights to fight for yourself and your offspring. And there's no such thing as a law that can say, nope, you gotta stand there and let me hurt you and your kids. You gotta neglect yourself because I wanna hurt you. There's no such thing as a fucking law. As long as you have the ability to fight back, it's your right to use it. And even when you don't have the ability, it's still your right to try to fight back. Man, I'm just sick of the insults, man. I'm sick of hearing the bullshit. And then all everybody can focus on is the fucking riots, this and that. I mean, yeah, okay, property. You see the point? They're trying to see how hard they'll go to protect the property. And one thing I wish that wouldn't happen is I wish they wouldn't have tore up things like that and burnt things down, because I want all these cops and mayors' attention on that scumbag. Now they're taking brain power off of that scumbag to use to try to feel like they got to stop riots and different things like that. And it's taking attention off of the cop. Imagine if there was no riots right now and all that, how much attention would be on just that cop? He'd probably kill himself. But since we're helping taking attention off of him for a new PlayStation or whatever, you know, we're easing him. We're even easing his pain. Y'all, we got to stop that shit. We got to stop it. And if anything, y'all do that, go do that to his house. And people who support him, his neighbors, his family, do that to them. I mean, we'd understand why. But I don't understand why Sam's and Best Buy is getting it. I don't. But I don't know. I'm sure 1,000 more things will hit me after I shut this down. But I just had to say something. Y'all know how it go with me. Man, love, peace, and I love how black and white is sticking together out there, and they're realizing that it's us versus the top 2 or 3%. I'm loving how they're realizing that now, and how black and white is sticking together. You know, I don't know if the Mexicans have told themselves, fuck that white supremacist bullshit. We're gonna stick with our black folk, or because they are offspring of us. The Mexicans are really black inside, and the white side was the forced side. The side where there people got raped and turned into white. That white was forced into them. Before that, they were black. They were us. And they need to understand that too, while they're living behind rights that we fought for, but treating us like shit. They live behind our rights that we fought for, go to jail, bunk with the Ku Klux Klan members, because it's their rules in their rule book that if they bunk with a black person, they get beat up or killed for it. So they literally will go bunk with the Aryan nation rather than to bunk with us. And then we go to Mexico. They deporting us from Mexico, but come over to America and want us to vote out the president who wants a wall up for them. And then turn around, we go to Mexico. They won't even do street business with us. That's how they look at us. So I'm not surprised that I don't see too many of them out there fighting. There may be some, maybe because they may be close in an immediate circle of black or white people, but I see white people out there banging with us. I see white folks out there banging with us. That's it. So maybe white folks, y'all can give the Mexicans permission to stand up for their other side and go out there and fight with us. Give them permission. Because I don't think these riots should stop until 2 things. That scumbag get what we want him to get, the sentence we want him to get, and his accomplices all get what we want them to get too. I think the riot should keep going until those 2 things happen. And damn, I feel like there was a third demand, that the riots keep going until stopped. And let me say one thing, you motherfuckers on there with the guns and stuff, talking about y'all guarding Sam's and Walmart and all this other stuff, making sure that nobody looting rioted because the cops are busy over there. That's telling me that y'all are trying to be part of their extended line, that y'all support them. I understand what y'all saying, justice for, you know, Floyd and everything and this and that. But before there was cops, there were just Americans. That sound like, here's the extension of a cop to me. We shouldn't be focused on defending a building from looters right now. No, we shouldn't really be. We shouldn't. That's their job, and the point of us doing that is to show them that if y'all want to protect the murderer, then y'all gonna have to deal with taking all these L's over here, and that y'all don't have the power that y'all think y'all had. Y'all don't have that fucking power where y'all can say, well, we the cops, we can do anything we want to do. Now, y'all getting showed that y'all don't have that power that y'all thought y'all had. And there's a lot of cops and good cops that's on our side. Sheriffs and cops that are on our side. So imagine how lagging the cops really are. The bad cops really are. So y'all need to quit focusing on guarding stores with your guns and stuff. That's the wrong thing to be doing right now. That's taken away from the statement of y'all don't have the power that y'all thought y'all had. Let them worry about that shit while they guarding that fucking killer's house. They made their choice. I'm out, man, because I'm trying to focus on getting to this brat's house. So, y'all, man, just be smart. And 2020 definitely feels funny to me. I said that in 2019. It was starting to feel funny. And I swear I had coronavirus before they announced that coronavirus was out here. I stood in my neighbor's driveway and felt like I wanted to run for my own self. That's how horrible I started feeling. Out of nowhere, I felt horrible. But it didn't last that long. But for them couple of seconds, I wanted to run out of my own skin and get away from me. That's how horrible I was feeling. Like I had held my breath for way too long. Out of nowhere, I had that feeling. And I was scared. Like, what if that feeling comes back again? Or what if it stays longer next time? Or what if it stays, period? I see why people on coronavirus die now. That feeling is enough to scare you into death. It's crazy. I know I had coronavirus before they announced it. So, if that was true, then I know I have the antibiotics now in my body to fight it off. So I don't really have to worry about it now as much, which is cool with me. So anyway, that was a sidebar. Y'all take care of yourselves and subscribe, y'all. I'm gonna keep these coming. All right, take care. Bye.